A couple weeks back, I got one of the coolest packages I've gotten since the start of this channel. The Lamborghini Oppo Find X. Now this was cool for a couple reasons. It's my first Lamborghini product, obviously. But I think what's even cooler is it's a smartphone that has a 93%, a little bit over a 93% screen to body ratio with a motor inside. So I'm gonna do a quick demonstration. I feel like that's all what we're here for, right? I want to unlock the phone. I swipe up. This little piece came up. I'm going to do that one more time just so you guys can see. Okay, so what's the deal with that? Why is it like that? And why is that so impressive? Basically, in this review, I want to cover that. And then I also want to cover if I think that this is a phone that you should buy. So I'm going to cover the Lamborghini part first. But for the most part, I think people are going to be buying the regular Oppo Find X. The Lamborghini phone comes in a really, really cool box, and it comes with this Lamborghini case, the actual phone, which also has the Lamborghini logo on the back, Lamborghini wireless headphones, The unboxing experience was definitely just that, an experience, and I really, really, really give them my props for creating an unboxing experience that feels like it's worth your money. When you look past all of that and you look past the Lamborghini collaboration and you just look at the regular Oppo Find X, it's still a really, really impressive phone. And I think it's an impressive phone because it's doing something completely different in the market. It's my favorite design of this year, and I can say that without hesitation. It just looks so good. In a market of notches, this one stands out. And it's because it has a motor system. So basically, in order to achieve this sick screen-to-body ratio of like a bezel-less almost display, Oppo needed to get creative. And people love their rear-facing camera and their front-facing camera. So what Oppo did is they added a motor in the top portion of the build. So when you want to use the camera or unlock the phone with Face Unlock, more on that later, you literally swipe up, the motor brings up the piece, and then it just puts it right back down, and it's fast. So originally my hesitation was, is this actually gonna be a fast process? Am I gonna have to wait for the camera to open? And you really don't. It opens like pretty fast. It's a little bit of a longer wait, but it opens really fast, and then once it's open, it works really well, and then you just close it, and it's gone. That's really smart. In terms of durability, it's probably not here. My good friend Zach from Jerry Rig Everything actually made a durability test, which kind of said, this is not a really durable phone. It can bend easily. And overall the mechanism might not hold up over time. But I think that you're not buying it for that reason. You're buying this phone because you want to make a statement and you want a phone that's doing something else in the market. I don't think you're buying this phone because it's going to be a robust phone that you could take a couple hits, because I just don't think it can. A couple sacrifices had to be made though in order to get to this build. So the first sacrifice is that there's no water and dust resistance, which is actually kind of a big deal, especially in terms of dust. It can get inside. The second sacrifice is that there's no wireless charging. So even though this is a glass-built phone, it's just not here. On the Lamborghini phone, you're getting this deep, dark black on the back with a carbon fiber design that shows up when the light reflects it. And on the front, you're just getting glass as well. And it comes with a screen protector already put on. I haven't taken that off, but it's not obtrusive at all. On the bottom, you're getting USB Type-C, your SIM card tray, and no headphone jack. So this is another smartphone that doesn't have a headphone jack. The speakers do sound pretty good though, and call quality and everything also sounds good as well. It is a really thin phone, and it's a pretty light phone also. Talking about the actual screen, which is definitely why all of these sacrifices were made, it was worth it. The screen is bright and vivid and gorgeous and color accurate, and it just looks so good. It's one of my favorite screens on the market. Looking at a screen that doesn't have any bezels is like kind of a dream, and it definitely is an eye catcher. So every time I bring out this phone and people just see the screen, they're like, where's the camera? Or that screen looks so good. And then you show them the little party trick of the camera coming up, and they're even more impressed. But just in general, the screen just looks so good. Every color pops on here, and yeah, I'm impressed with the screen. The UI on here, this is a custom like Lamborghini skin, but the regular Oppo Find X has similar skin as well. And what I would say is that I'm not a huge fan of it. I would install Nova Launcher pretty much right away because it tries to copy iOS in a lot of ways. Like the setting application looks really, really similar to iOS. And overall, it kind of makes the phone a little bit slower than it should be. I just prefer stock Android. It's my preference. Some of you guys may like this, but I'm not a huge fan of the software. When you do use the phone though, with like a launcher or something on top of it, or even in general, it's still a pretty fast phone. It's got like the latest and the greatest specs, so it's gonna perform well. RAM management is really good, I've noticed. Using it for video consumption or writing an email or responding to a text, taking a photo, all of that works really, really well in here. Okay, so battery life on here is another category that does pretty well. I'm able to get like a day and a half of moderate use and about a day of really heavy use, so that's impressive for sure. This is the kind of phone that I would feel no problem taking with me on like a day trip or something like that, and that's with me watching videos, using navigation, the camera. Battery life is really good. The cameras on here are good, but they're not excellent. So the front-facing camera is actually really good. It's wide, it's color accurate, it has really good dynamic range for exposure of the background. The main rear-facing camera is good, but when you compare it to phones like the Note 9 or the Pixel 3 or any other main flagship of this year, it's okay. Colors are pretty vibrant. Dynamic range is good, but not amazing. And sharpness is good, but not amazing either. So I feel like when you take photos on this phone, no one's gonna be asking you like, oh my gosh, what phone did you take that on? But people are gonna be like, oh, that's a good photo. Like, I don't think people are ever gonna say that's a terrible photo. I just don't think that you're gonna be complimented on it. And in an age of smartphones that have exceptional cameras, this just didn't have it. All right, so those are the main categories of the phone. I think you're gonna buy this phone for one main reason: the build. You want a phone that has a really, really high screen to body ratio, and you want a phone, let's be honest, that's gonna turn heads a little bit, right? You wanna take out this phone and you wanna have the novel experience of the motor bringing something up and taking it down. And even just for yourself, like aside from people asking about it, every single time I do it, like I genuinely get happy, which sounds a little weird, but it's the truth. Like I put it on, the camera comes up, and I'm immediately like, wow, that's impressive. It's just like a little thing that like is not really found on any other main phone like this. And I'm glad that Oppo is pushing the envelope and trying something different in a world of smartphones all doing the same thing. So that's my review of the Oppo Find X. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comments down below. I love to see innovation like this though, for real. Smash the like button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe right here so you don't miss any other content. Check out my other content right here. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.